Utila and Cletus were not in a very good situation. Um, as a matter of fact, Cletus saw it as the only way to escape here was to help Utila escape. I don't know why I said her name like that. Uh, Utila escaped through the window after falling flat on the ground, but luckily, the bartender's friend, the bouncer, didn't notice. So, Utila escaped fine. However, it wasn't so fine for Cletus, as he made a 5 foot cube of oil. He threw it essentially all around the house. Um, and then he lit it up as the bouncer was coming up the stairs. To which the whole house engulfed in flames. The bouncer, determined to help his friend at least, grabbed Cletus, the now unconscious Cletus, and he grabbed his friend, jumped out the window, and escaped. Now, Utila, um, turned out all right. She kind of just wobbled home, but Cletus had a much more grimmer fate. He was, unbeknownst to the party, of course, he was dragged to the gun shop, the local gun shop, where he was met with the owner and his son. And Cletus's last moments were that of a very large aberration looking at him with one big ol' eye and several tentacles holding pistols, and gunning him down like the poor sad rat fucking poor cat he is. And Utila was not feeling her best self after returning. They all had a heart to heart. Ranger, Utila, and more. And while they gave themselves time to process what had just happened, they soon realized that those few hours turned into days, that turned into weeks, and already it had become a brand new season. And before they knew it, they were in the winter season, that which is usually associated with happiness because of it's very festive holidays, but obviously the party doesn't see it so jolly right now. Let me move you guys to the map. Where you guys have been staying at for the last few months is called Sunshine Apartments. And this bedroom is essentially all you see. There is one pretty big screen that is a TV. You have a futon and a couch, a desk, a bathroom that takes like a fourth of your apartment, and that's basically it. For one person, it wouldn't be that bad. But 3 people, it does feel a bit crowded. And with I forgot to put someone here, but with the exception of burrito, um, you all
Burritos all
felt a great presence be forgotten. Well, not forgotten, but just lost. This is locked for some reason. I'm sorry. If you wanted to.
No, I'm just
Oh, okay.
trying to get the whole house cleared out
Yeah.
for for the view. Because I know everything is just super dark, and I'm like, well, my house. What is here? What's in my own house? Get that out of the way.
Now we don't have to get into like specifics, but what have what personal actually I think you guys would have just been like on autopilot, but what have you guys been trying to do? Like since the last time you saw Cletus?
I've kind of been wanting to read those funny books that we got from the Forever Dungeon.
Cool. Hila.
I I'd like to get some more weeks in on my warlock spells that I was practicing.
Oh yeah.
7, 8, 9. I got like
Absolutely.
I have 6 out of 9, so 6 out of 9 weeks.
Yeah, that's fine. You can so I didn't want to go too into like the whole downtime thing, but honestly this is probably a better time than ever. Quid, you can finish learning 2 warlock spells.
Yay!
I now know 2 more.
Ranger, you would everyone else noticed that you got your body back, of course.
Yay!
10 weeks, that is like 2 months.
Oh wow.
Now you did have the intelligence mod thing and the cooking proficiency thing going on.
Yeah.
Did you want to like follow up on those? You could like finish one of them.
Yes, I would definitely. Ranger would after she was done. She would definitely go back to continuing her classes. It'd be very funny because Ranger would be there, and then she'd be gone for like a couple months, and then she'd return back to the class.
Ow.
Cool. Well, you can put it anywhere. But you now have cooking proficiency.
Sweet.
More. Let's what spell list can you learn from? Does it say? Oh wait, you have your own spell list, right?
I do.
Okay. But you can learn any, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Given my subclass, I can learn any. As long as like I either one experience it or like two. Like I think the way that she learns stuff like via book is like she attempts to like cast it on herself. Shit.
Okay.
So that could either end in disaster or like spell acquired. And like, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely trial and error.
I'm going to find the list real quick. Oh, that's not it. In the meantime, though, you guys can just roleplay while I find something you want.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I mean to sound that.
I'll have to add my spells later.
Which two were you gonna add?
Hmm?
Which two spells were you gonna add?
I'm just looking at warlock spells right now. I'm thinking of taking 2 level 2 ones.
Ooh, nice.
pumpkins.
I'm just looking right now. But I'll do that later. I can't concentrate unless I'm like in complete silence.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, Utila during the the winter months. At first, she was okay. She was all right, but it was clear that there wasn't a whole lot going on emotionally within her. She was on autopilot for the most part, working her job, and while she had a smile on her face, it was clear that that smile wasn't as genuine as what would have been before. And there were some days where she broke and she's like, "Ah, fuck me! You left me explode. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to continue the cleanest account?" And like, you know, she feels immense guilt after everything. Even that's what the mask is for. You see that anytime she leaves the apartment, she goes out as a different person. She never wears the Utila mask. She's always someone else. Someone that she saw on the street or someone that she remembers. And when she gets home, she reverts back to regular Utila. As of the moment, she's eating from a bowl of ice cream and just softly crying to herself while she's watching TV.
Oh,
She's got burrito on the side. Burrito. Ugh.
we're really in it now, burrito.
We're really in it now, burrito. Oh, oh. Look, burrito. Look. Isn't that funny? Isn't that She's watching like American Ninja Warrior equivalent in this universe. I could totally do that shit. Here, burrito, have some ice cream. She like shoves like a little bit of ice cream in his mouth. She gained 5 pounds during this whole ordeal.
This winter wheat.
That's Utila for you. More.
Yeah.
Is it me or you look bluer today?
Looks itself. Ah. Yeah.
She like blinks a little, like, whoa.
Stands up, like fucking like.
Oh my god. Did you grow?
Look, she's not small anymore. She's just like nods.
Blink, blink.
Winter time, roughest time.
What the
Must get bigger.
hell?
Harder times ahead.
Well. You really make that sound really impressive and wise. I
Okay.
looking at Moore, she She definitely thinks like, wow, did Moore become more mature than I? Wait, was Moore always more mature than I? She looks down at her ice cream and she looks up at Moore. Do you want some?
Like, Moore sinks back down and just kind of like scuttles over.
Here.
Like, open my
Oh.
eye.
You know, at this rate, you might be bigger than. You might be growing bigger than me.
Right?
I mean,
Like, till 10.
just think about it. Like, you were this big. Like, this big.
Like, this big.
That was disgusting. It's oh my god, I made it. No. It's like you were this big before, like during the summer, and then you grew like this big during August, and then now you're like it's crazy. And I mean, if we
Huh.
consider this in like for the next month, gosh, you might be even bigger than me. I'm not exactly the biggest person either, but you know, it's pretty wild. It's like you're
Is
maturing because of
like she kind of frowns at that. Like she isn't used to being big, she's used to being small. So like, you know, just kind of like coming to that realization is like,
it's fine. Being big isn't bad. It's pretty good actually.
like more nods. Not bad, just unfamiliar.
Yeah. And like Ranger's big, and you know we love Ranger.
Like looks up at Ranger, you know, obligatory noise. Nods.
Wait, where's the
Anyway.
kitchen? Ranger would probably be in the kitchen. I wonder if this is the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ranger's in the kitchen here, cooking. And then Ranger looks over at, like, blue flower. And, like, Ranger thinks
Blueberry.
about it.
Stands up.
Yeah, like stands up.
And Ranger, because this has been a slow process, right? Like, it's not like tonight.
Yeah,
she
it's been a
suddenly woke up
slow.
blue.
Yeah.
Ranger, like, kind of
Blue and taller, you know, just like
I suppose you have gotten taller. And your colors shifted. You realize that, like, the process was just slow enough for Ranger not to notice?
it's just like a fucking like incredibly fluffy.
Yeah.
Like hair covers almost like her hair is grown and she covers almost all of her. Like she doesn't even need to use a spell to like grow it like as much as she used to. She's just hair.
Uti's like slowly like scrunching up her hands in the hair. It's like wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Ranger
Yes.
is, like, looking over at, like, Utila and then looks over at Moore. Don't women, isn't this, like, a normal thing? Like, they, like, you could tell, like, even though they can't really blush, but you could tell they're kind of embarrassed to say, like, puberty? This is...
Blink.
Like thinking pose.
Gosh,
Am I
really-
wrong? This is normal?
Well, typically puberty doesn't make you change colors. But I guess she's becoming a woman now. Well, it's weird. I'm not exactly too well versed in other races besides human. And even then, there's lots of different, like, variety. You know, we would got our many different colors of human. Like, my dad's red. That son of a bitch is red as a chili pepper. But I'm not calling it red.
Perhaps one of Moore's parents were multicolored.
Well, she's a fae. She developed a little differently. We'd have to do a little more research. I'm not exactly too. Well, like I said, I don't really know. Maybe this is a normal thing, or maybe this is, I don't want to get it like too afraid or anything like that. But maybe it could be something more serious. But if it's not hurting her, then I think it's fine. We'll
Joyce.
Spaghetti.
Okay.
And more sooner or later you're gonna get big honkas like this one. She gives Ranger a squeeze on the tail.
Like Ward tilts her head like, huh?
Like, look.
Ringer like
Isn't
looks
that,
down.
Looks
isn't
up.
that normal development?
Mm.
Okay, Alico.
Your work.
Let's go.
Ringer's demeanor is a lot more cheerful and a lot less like, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass if you look at me the wrong way. You can tell they feel a lot more, for better or for worse, comfortable in their skin.
Yeah. Like, more just kind of like squints for a second.
And that's enough. She slaps Utila's hand away. That's enough.
Ah, Like, we're kind of like size. Need new clothes.
Yeah. And some new shoes. They won't let you into
Grippers out.
they won't let you into the ice cream shop if you have your grippers out, your dogs out.
My God.
You gotta keep them rats away.
More looks forlorn, like, oh.
I know, society sucks. I too wish I was naked all day, but she like thinks about it. Hold on a sec.
Then she like looks over at Ranger and Ranger looks back at her.
Ranger, are you technically naked?
Technically all my privates are covered since I don't have any.
But you're naked.
Oh.
Ranger gives a smug smile.
Huh?
It is the perfect body. Ranger
Oh.
gestures downwards at themselves.
Like, more, like, scampers over, just, like, pokes midsection. Dum.
It's kind. It's cold, yet it feels soft like skin.
Oh.
Like a dead body.
Any area that's like black in coloration is incredibly soft. It's even softer than the
Yeah,
skin.
like, more like hugs Ringer's waist.
Oh.
Perfect during summertime.
Ringer has never been
Cozy
hugged
now.
by someone this big before. Right? You're just like Ringer slowly lowers their hand on top of Moore's head to pet them.
This is my
Where's
daughter. My big blue daughter.
Like, she's 4'8" now, like, not huge, but she's definitely bigger than she was. She's no longer considered small. Like, she's about, like, the height of a dwarf, I would think,
Mm-hmm.
Also, kind of the width of one, too. Now that I think about it.
She's so stubby. Although Ranger like looks back at the food and then she looks over at more stubby nature.
See.
Hmm. Perhaps I need to learn new recipes rather than the ones that I normally cook.
Ah.
Spaghetti's awesome.
No.
It's incredibly simple, yes, and it is I'm glad that you enjoy my my spaghetti. However, it seems that we need more variety in our diet, or specifically in your diets.
She looks down at her stomach. Oh.
Like you could tell Ranger is kind of like kind of looking down at Moore when she says that. Moore is a growing woman after all.
I suppose so.
Huh?
You know,
Okay.
I really wonder what Cletus would. I really wonder what Cletus would say in this situation, seeing Mork get so big. He'd probably be like, or now that you're big, we're gonna go cow wrangling or something like that.
Yo.
For a second, I thought you said Moore vomits tentacles like all over Ranger.
That wouldn't be out of character. Like a more nod solemnly. Funny cows. Could probably stop them by horns now.
Itula like hangs her head a bit. Are they gonna start crying again?
Oh no. Like, shuffle. Shuffle. Get embraced by hair. LMAO. Love.
Ragnarok.
It's okay. See him again someday.
You can tell from her expression, she knows he's not coming back. But she nods softly. Yeah.
We all
He'll
see
be back.
each other someday. Maybe not. Within month, within year, within decade. But everything ends soon. I think.
Yeah. And she gives more a hug back.
Yeah. Squeeze.
Squeak.
All his all Burrito's squeaks have been what's the word? It's been ending low recently.
Squeak.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
he's
been,
sad.
it's only like
Oh, no. Picking up burrito too, like, oh, burrito.
You know, maybe we should go outside and do something nice. You know?
Like?
Just trying to think. Well, definitely get you some new clothes. I've got some money. Maybe
Oh.
maybe there's more job opportunities. I don't know. I know all we've been thinking about is finding a way to break this, she does quote unquote curse.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could live like this for the rest of our lives, but just so much as knowing that something is affecting us. Something's always going to be there with us. It's a bit depressing.
Good point.
Ringer,
Yes.
would you like to go out today?
Why, I do not see the problem.
Like all of us. Uh,
Yeah.
Burrito too, maybe. Though maybe on a leash. Oh, he gets a little feisty when he sees children under 4.
Fucking pitbull.
He likes the way they square. He likes the way they run. They trigger his predatory instinct to maul.
My God.
Actually, yeah, maybe Burrito should stay home.
Maybe we get him new toys.
Yeah,
Enrichment.
doing stuff together.
Hmm.
You know, he left me behind his phone. And I can only assume he wants me to continue his work. I mean, I can transform into him. I know part of him. He'd probably want more fans and more Tink Toinks. Do you guys want to go
Toinks.
film some?
Good try.
Yeah. Tink Toinks.
Tink toys. Raise his
And
arms.
And Ringer can be there for the sexual appeal.
Huh?
I mean, what?
Looks towards Ringer. Like, translate, please. I don't understand.
You, a lot of folks, including myself. So, this body, is appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah, because it's cool.
I also enjoy it, yes. Utila is stating that if I were to be in the video, because a lot of folk do enjoy the way I look, my visual appeal, that Cletus will be able to have a lot more videos, or a lot more views on his video.
Oh. Okay. Makes sense. Nom 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 nom.
Let's go to a graveyard or something like that, and then you can make you can make Sprite come out. And
Oh, spooky.
Exactly.
Nah, spooky.
Bro, the fucking staged ghost video, but it's staged in a different way.
Oh my god.
It's a real
Oh
ghost,
my God.
but they know the ghost.
Oh my god. There's a ghost. There's a ghost right in front of me. Ah.
Oh. Crazy.
As per usual in this neighborhood, suddenly you guys hear several gunshots, and you hear "fuck you, bitch." like a very faint "fuck you, bitch," and then it's quiet.
Oh my god.
Man, I wonder what they did to deserve that.
Blink, blink.
Look,
Tequila's a victim blamer.
That's crazy.
It is. As you guys prepare to head out to record some more Tink Twinks, you guys hear a knock at the door.
Ringer
Scamper.
puts their oven mitts away. Make sure that it turns off the stove with the spaghetti.
Kiss
And
the
go
cook
Apron on.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You see a small fey creature, the size of what more used to be, holding up a red plastic cup with a straw and a lid.
Greetings.
Greedberry.
Can I help you?
She runs away.
What?
Wait, did you say she runs? She just runs?
Yeah, she runs away.
She just what the fuck? Hey.
Ringer like kind of looks out in the hall at her. Sees her fucking just already bolted out of there, and she's like, just looking back and forth. Is there like somebody there?
No, there's nobody in the halls anymore.
Ringer closes the door.
What's that?
A lost child.
Huh? Where? What? Why?
You hear a knock again.
Ringer is like was stepping away. She didn't run. Ringer prepares a plate of spaghetti. Cole is holding the plate and opens the door.
Still holding the red cup. Do you have cough syrup? I'm sick.
If you do not know the exact word, perhaps describing it could help.
What?
What language is she speaking when she says, "Do you have any
Oh, did you not hear me?
Oh, I did not. No, you said, "Do you have any?" And then you just sat there quietly, and I was like,
I'm sorry. She said cough syrup.
Cough syrup. Ah.
And then she coughed.
There was that one time that Utila was sick. I will go check. Do you mind waiting here?
She nods.
Finger kind of closes the door, steps back, and quickly goes into the bathroom to check. She looks in the cabinet, and she's reading. What's a good rip-off brand?
Dime
called,
lap.
It's called what?
day book. instead
Dime
of
lap.
day book.
Dime lap. I think it's a play on Dimetap.
Yeah.
I actually never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I was thinking about Dayquil or NyQuil.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's not necessarily like cough syrup, but I was also thinking that.
Dimetap, diamond lap, cough syrup.
Diamond lap.
Ringer also gets a cup of water and walks to the door.
Water.
Do you perhaps live near here?
She points up, sipping her cup.
Has nobody opened the door except for us? Or except for me?
What?
Have you knocked on anyone else's door? Ringer like quickly fills the cap
Nope.
with cough syrup. Ringer gives her the cough syrup and gives her some water.
Wait, you pour the cough syrup in the little cup it contains, right?
Yep. Yep. And they'll cup it, and then she holds it out to her.
Can I get the bottle?
Wait, Ranger. I was like,
I'm not gonna give her the bottle.
Yutula looks over Ranger's shoulder, or like to the side of Ranger. Her eyes say, I know what you are!
Dead.
She continues to sip off her cup.
Grape?
Here, she gives her like the tiny part. Drink.
She pour she pours it directly into her red cup, and she walks away.
Closes the door.
What is that about?
A child who lives above us, collecting cough syrup.
That's lean.
Huh?
Never mind.
Lean?
Just next time someone asks you for a whole
Lean
bottle
green?
of cough syrup, don't give it to them.
I would not give them the entire bottle. We paid for this.
No, not unless they offer some good money. You know, things. They're just really, really sick. If
Huh?
never mind.
Like, sick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Time, can I ask? Is the other Ranger model like in the bathroom? Like I imagine them like sitting in the bathtub.
No, I honestly.
I imagine they're in the closet up here.
If I'm being completely honest, I forgot to place down the model. But you're using send me the token later, and or at some point I'll just place it down.
Mm-hmm. Like the old model is kind of just in the closet.
It watches you.
It's kind of ominous. Like, you'll open the closet and like they're just standing there sometimes, like as if they're like part of everything else. Like Ranger thinks it's normal, which is weird, but it's not. It's not normal for an entire like man to just be in your closet. But there's nowhere else to
What
really
kind of
put
mix
it.
you had in your closet?
Here you go, Yutila. Put it away.
Puts it away.
She gives the plate. She gives the plate of she gives one plate of spaghetti to Moore to like start plating the table, or plating this little dining table.
Yeah, fucking like scampers over, like fucking.
She takes the pot and
Rose
brings it here
excited.
with lots of plates, puts it all on the table to like eat.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah! Does Burrito have a
Burrito has a tiny plate for a burrito.
Yeah, let's go. Fine dining.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
I
Explorer.
want to burn the table, putting a thing under it.
Why is it pink?
You know when you don't want to burn the table, so you put like a cloth under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my lead.
I'm making everyone plates. So yeah, we can continue. I don't know where we want to continue from this.
Wanna go outside
What do we go outside?
and go on an adventure?
Everyone eats up and we all leave.
We all go outside to get some clothes and possibly look for job opportunities. Oh no,
Like,
tink toink, tink toink.
Cool.
Yes. I like Pat Burrito. You're the man of the house now, Burrito. Take good care. We will be back.
It was more of a neutral one.
He knows the drill.
Salute.
You guys said you wanted to go to a graveyard, right?
Yeah. Oh, we also gotta get like a choice for Burrito at some point. Like in Richmond.
Awesome. I don't have one, so we're gonna make believe. So what? I assume you guys are going out in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, might as well if it's the graveyard.
Yeah. So you guys wait until midnight, to finally head out. Dude, that fucking spaghetti almost looks really detailed.
Yeah.
Anyways, you all wait until midnight to head out to the nearest graveyard to record some funny videos.
Yeah.
Describe the skit.
I turn into Cletus.
Of course.
Hey guys, it's me, Cletus. It's me, master of the universe and controller of this Tink Twink. I've come to you with another episode of Ghost Diaries. I mean, Ghost
No.
Ghost Ventures.
Ghost Ventures.
Today I am joined by my compatriots. They are blonde, tall, blonde, and glass, and Blueberry. Those are our code names.
Wait. Hi.
Yeah, what up? Oh my god, look, Blueberry.
What? Huh?
Blueberry, smile for the camera.
Big ass smile. Probably missing a tooth.
Tell them the horrors you have witnessed in this graveyard.
Like, her smile fades and she just, like, stares at the camera for a while.
Immaculate.
And then, like, after that, like, and that's it!
Holy shit.
Any zoom in on Ranger is just her tits. Like, her face is never there. Wow, incredible. Oh, look, guys, look over there. Is that something moving over there? We gotta check it out.
You Victorian child.
Ooh. Ooh.
the way they step out is like, you know, like one of those like shitty Bigfoot videos where they just kind of like, give me a second. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Come on, man. It's gotta be somewhere. Well, just like those shitty Bigfoot videos. That's pretty much like it.
Oh my god! It's gonna kill us! Run!
Fucking. Fucking runs towards the camera.
Oh no, we've lost one of our party members. It appears that we have lost a great soul, a great compatriot of the channel. Stay tuned for the next episode, part 1 out of 65.
Gets dragged off, like in the background, like ah.
As soon as it's over, UT reverts back to herself.
We're just like hanging out in the air, like like by
Really?
1 foot.
Great acting, Moore. And Ringer, good tits. I mean, good acting.
Sure gives you a thumbs up. They know their business.
I wonder if we can get big with this. Mr. Geo,
Yes.
how many followers do we get from that?
Now, Cletus left off at 394, I think. I'm gonna do stuff a little different. Actually, no, I think he had like 1,000, and I just didn't update it. Yeah. Roll 5d 100.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how much you get.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
When do we get when do we get money?
When you get money,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
you mean like off the team points?
Yeah.
Not for a good while.
Bit by bit, we'll get more money. We'll get money.
Also, this is the pose I was talking about.
While they're still out in the darkness, you two will look to the party. Can I be honest with you guys? Like, we've been getting by pretty well, just doing our own thing, but I want to know if we can find Cletus. I want to see if maybe we can figure out what happened to him. I just don't know where to start, where to look. We're already so wrapped up in this shady business, or these shady businesses. We have this list of all the gangs that were in cahoots with the Dracona gang. Do you want to see if maybe they know something? Maybe if they know something about what the fuck, what's his name? The outcasts. I just can't learn my lesson with this kind of stuff. I keep saying that I want a normal life, but I don't think I can ever go back to being normal. I don't think I can ever be myself after everything. I'll always want to do crazy shit like what we used to. And it was kind of fun, breaking into places that we weren't supposed to go. It felt pretty right.
Hmm. No.
So what would be your motivation to do it again? The exact same thing you did last time.
I want to find Cletus. I want to find Kuzin. I want to just know what's going on. I'm not even doing this because I want to be a hero or anything like that. I just miss our friends. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I want to try again.
Mm. I wanna find them too. I wanna. Tired of being lost. For all we know. We're gonna see those assholes again. Anyway. So why not be on our own terms? Like, sorry. Like, I. Fucking. Despite the fact she's cursed, I still fucking crack up every time.
She learned it.
Asshole.
Asshole. No, Is it wrong that I really just want to kill them? If
Like, she'd say. I do too.
If
I don't know if it's wrong.
Utila,
yeah,
you have a big imagination. So imagine this. You decide to go and kill them. And you go through this entire plan. The plan hasn't even started yet, so you still have time to think about it. Once a plan like this starts, you cannot stop. I hope you realize that.
yeah,
Once you push the ball will continue to roll.
yeah, I know that. I know that pretty well.
And you know where that ball leads.
Yeah,
We've been there multiple times. And it takes a very long time to crawl up from a place like that. Are you ready to push the ball? It doesn't have to be for Cletus. This is for you. This has nothing to do with Cletus. This is for you. Are you ready to push that ball?
You see that she stands by like at the they're still at the graveyard, and she's just staring down at one of the tombstones. Just any in particular. She looks down at her palms. Who said it had to be me? And then she slowly morphs back into she uses her magic to transform back into like the mariposa.
Oh,
I'll do it. I'm tired of feeling weak. But I'm stubborn. Maybe crazy. I'll do just about anything to get what I want. Because that's the kind of person I am. Driven by envy and all these other emotions. I'm as dark as they come. But there's one thing that I'm just tired of. And that's regretting what I've done. Regretting what I'll do. Feeling like a helpless little mouse. Like a little worm that's never emerged from its cocoon. You know I'm well ready to kill. The act of killing
Should
doesn't
you?
even bother me. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't faze me anymore. Why it never fazed me. But I'm
That's
beyond
not-
envious.
That is not the part I am talking about.
Then what is?
It is mainly... Gregor tries to find the words. You're looking at this idea as if it's the thing you must do. But that is not a proper motivation to kill. I am asking you to find, not because you can, doesn't mean you should. I'm asking you to find a proper reason. If you kill just because you can, that will lead you exactly where Cletus is. Doing multiple things just because he could. Just because he was a god. Or he believed he was. What is what you are doing right now? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. There has to be a reason. Cletus's reason for doing all of his things was mainly because he could. And if you feel
Then-
like it's a good enough reason, then I do not want you doing it. Because then it will lead you exactly where he went, and that will definitely hurt more. Find a better reason. Then then talk to us about it. That's because you can. Do you understand me better?
She crosses her arms. I do. Then, in this case, it's a want. Raises a finger, puts it down.
oh,
You're doing it because you want to do it?
I want to get to the bottom of everything.
That's better.
I want to get to the bottom of all these secrets that have been going on in the shadows. I don't think I could ever be a normal person ever again. I never was. This feels right. Even if it means hurting people. Well, we'll only kill those who stand in our way. Most of the time, those kinds of people are the ones that have already bloodied their hands. So if anything, we'll be doing some others a favor.
Ranger, you see Ranger shaking her head. You can tell she's being a lot more stern.
Yeah. What? Big fish eat smaller fish. And
Well,
then the
what
bigger
does that
fish
say
eats-
about you, who has already killed? What does that say about Cletus, who has already killed? What does that say about Moore, who has already killed?
There's always bigger fish. Then a different approach.
Like, more nods. Feed off algae.
Will be venomous. Poisonous. No one will ever want to hurt us.
No, 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 no.
Ranger,
Yes.
will you help me? Get to the bottom of the outcasts and all these stupid gangs and whatever they're meddling with, because they're all clearly connected to one another. Maybe if we can't save Cletus, maybe we can save Kuzan. And maybe another Kuzan out there. Or another Cletus. I want to. I don't
Ranger.
need... Oh, sorry.
No, you speak, because Ranger, I was going to say Ranger is thinking.
I don't need to do any of this. I've always wanted to be poisonous. But where my voice been?
Oh.
She looks down at her costume. All like the butterfly embellishments and whatnot. No. I wouldn't live that way.
Hmm?
Please.
Ranger
Even if
looks at you. She
She
looks
looks
you
back.
up and down. Answers. That is a proper reason. You're not doing this for something as selfish as because you can, or something as selfish as revenge. You're doing this for something as simple and as natural as answers. That I can help you with. I can help you find answers. I will not help you kill for no reason.
You can see the her green eyes soften behind the mask. Most of the time, they're very difficult to see behind because of the darkness that shrouds them. But sometimes you could see the glint of her eye, and in this case, her eyes soften, and as does her smile. You can tell she's happy. Tell that she feels that there's a way. She has support, and that there's a way now. Like there's a path now that has been illuminated. And she looks back down to More. More? About it. Answers?
Nods, like, firmly. Answers. And plays it.
And what?
And poison.
And poison. You know, some butterflies are poisonous. They're so beautiful. And yet, they only live because they're so poisonous inside. That's what we are.
That's sad. We also feed on blood. I met him. Have you ever seen butterflies, like, a bunch of them on a dead body? It's so cool.
Huh.
They can live off almost anything. They're so fragile yet so resilient.
Sounds like my ego. We've got a list of a number of gangs from when we visited the With some searching, we might be able to find something.
No.
10 p.m. EST.
That's just the end of the next hour.
Oh, okay. Now then. How would we search for the gangs? Or who should we look into first? Because rival gangs, we got the Vipers, the Phoenix Order, the Cross Nine, the Lumen Knights, the Brotherhood of Darkness, and the Dark Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood of Darkness, the Dark Brotherhood?
Yeah. I like them both. I want to visit the Dark Brotherhood.
Yo, you heard about the Brotherhood of Darkness?
Brotherhood of Darkness? Where can we find them? Mr. Geo,
Yes.
where could we, like, search for these gangs? Would we have to, like, find shady people?
So because there's like not too much information, what you can like infer is that they're like not too far off from the area the Dracona game was in. So if I were to let me put you guys to the city. So like let's say it was like around here. Really it wouldn't be past like it wouldn't go past like the middle of Central City. It wouldn't go past Eastern Liberties. It would probably just like be in the lower eastern corner of the city.
Hmm. Do you guys wanna investigate now?
Ah. Hmm.
Should we wait for Kenny's new character?
Up to you guys.
Oh yeah.
I have a plan, but you know,
I'd
Can
to
we
be
at
honest,
least
I'd say wait for Kenny's new character.
yeah.
Especially given we can do some stuff in the meanwhile.
Okay.
And also I gotta leave at the end of this hour, so I don't want us to start something big
Okay.
and then not be able to finish. If that's okay, Gio. If
Yeah.
you're like
Sure.
no guys, please go. I have something planned. I'll be like,
no, I
oh, okay,
mean,
that's fine.
no, it's up to you guys.
Ah.
Oh.
Yes.
Kind of like to top it all off. Ringer has one last thing to say to Utila.
Utila looks back at you.
I commend you, as answers are better than revenge. But if you slip, you can tell this is a warning.
Ooh.
It kind of hangs in the air. If you slip, and I see it, I'll walk away. And more's coming with me.
Ah.
Could I ask you something then?
Yes.
If I slip, I want you to help me.
Get back on your feet.
She nods. Yeah. I don't want to lose either of you. Because of something as stupid as... well, my own stupidity.
I'll try.
None.
But I can't hold you back if you do not want to be stopped. I
You're
will
kind
be
of
there.
stubborn like that.
I will be there. However, if you make it impossible to pull you back, then what do you want me to do? I'll protect. I'll protect whom I care about the most.
Yeah. Then. Please protect Utila.
Good?
Ah.
Can I... Did you hear me?
No, I said good. Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please protect Utila.
No. If it's just me, then it won't happen. You also have to protect yourself.
That's what this all is. She like gestures to her outfit.
Oh.
Stella's like a case. A
Protection mechanism.
yeah, bingo.
It's like a Ringer.
You're good to tell Ringer, because Ringer, you can tell that Ringer doesn't really understand what you mean by that.
Ringer, okay. So like some butterflies, they have like patterns of their wings. Sometimes they look like eyes. And it's to deter predators. Mariposa is Utila's eyes. It's a friend. It's her armor. But when she's out of her armor, it's harder to protect herself.
Stella says all the things she wants. Does everything she needs. Can do what she pleases. I don't feel so restricted anymore when I'm like this. When I'm wearing the face of someone else, it's easier. I know sometimes I want to be genuine. It really is hard. This is my protection. My alter ego, if you will. Notice I'm not stuttering as much.
Ringer is kind of thinking. I think I understand. I'll probably understand it more at a different time, but for now I'll have to trust you on this. On the other hand, I still don't believe we've had that talk.
Huh?
I remember a while ago, before we went to save Cletus, I mentioned that when we finally had walls up
Uh,
and
You
talk
are
about ourselves.
cut off.
Could you
you
repeat
cut
that?
out.
Ah, Ringer said, I remember a long time ago, before even we went to go save our friends, we mentioned, or at least I mentioned, that we'd need to have a talk to let everything out. No secrets between any of us. We'd talk about everything we knew, all of our past. I believe before we go on something like this, you should perhaps do our talk.
Okay. I will. Right here, right now, then.
Ringer kind of
Mhm.
like sits down on the ground, like on the grass.
The grass.
Leans on like a nearby like tree.
We're just plays out on the ground.
Okay.
Utila.
Where do you want me to begin? Looks at Ranger.
You have mentioned about your past, but you've never been clear about it. Please, talk.
The daughter of Cheryl Mania.
Oh, you're cutting up. Your mic messed up's good.
No!
Oh no!
Is it better now?
Hello.
Yeah, I think so.
Speak for a little bit. Just say some stuff. Don't even.
Spaghetti.
Okay, it's okay. Good. It's done. It's not peaking and then going really low again and then bubbling in.
Man, that sucks.
Okay, talk.
Okay. My true name is Utila Mania. I am the daughter of Cheryl Mania and Bokman Nyato Mania. Elder sister of Kurisu Mania. I lived my whole life feeling lesser than. I never lived up to my family's expectations because I suppose even they knew I didn't have innate magical power. And because of that piece of witchdom was never passed down to me. the same witchdom that the witchcraft we encountered when we arrived at the estate. So all my life, I was treated as nothing more than a worm, a little maggot, if you will. I was never too appealing, never good at anything. My only strength was that I just didn't die. I was always present, always in the background, always watching, always aware of my surroundings. And I hated this. I hated feeling like I was nothing. I swore to myself that I would that I would be someone when I reached high school. But I guess that little fraction of my life showed me just how pitiful it is to be me. But I got over it. And I learned this is how life is. I would never be loved. I would never be hated. I would just never exist. I found solace in media. Things like anime and all those kinds of things, and all those kinds of colorful picture books. Because it felt like a different world to me. Better than the world that we lived in now. What was to come of me once I fledged from my parents' home? I didn't want to live in reality. I'd rather be in a fantasy, if anything. But maybe thinking that was wrong. Because maybe I wouldn't even be wanted there either. I don't intend this to be something of a sob story. This is just how my life is. I was never impressive, or anything for that matter. The reason I could never hold down a job was because I was always inadequate. So clumsy, so useless. I hated everything. I hated everyone. How I wanted to be someone else other than this. How my mother would never look me in the eye. Or when my father even so generously, she like does quotation marks, so generously shared his gaze, it would always be to demean me. So I was just a mistake. And when Carissa was born, I felt immense hatred. But he didn't deserve that hatred. He lived the same life as me. Only he had someone to teach him how it felt to be lonely. When I showed him his first anime, his eyes sparkled.
I'm sorry, but
He might not remember it. Maybe he does. But he hates me now. Because I hit his mom. I hit our birth mother. And I had immense anger towards her. I just feel unjust. I just feel like I've always lived, that I've always been in this lesser than state. And I'm tired. I'm so tired of being so weak. I just want to be what everyone else is. With purpose, with drive, with beauty. Everyone's lives are so beautiful to me. In college, I stalked multiple people. My obsession with people was extraordinary. How they lived their lives, how they held a cup of coffee, how they drank that coffee, how they used the restroom. Every little bit was unique. Everything. And it all seemed so amazing compared to what I was. In this state of constantly comparing yourself to something else, it really gets to you. You begin to yearn for something. You begin to yearn to change. And yet, anytime you tried, it would never be enough. And that's when I came across the wand. After countless around. Hello? Can you hear me?
You said after countless what?
After countless years. What?
Squid, I think your thing is messed up again.
Fuck!
It
Sorry.
started after countless years.
I think it's because I keep moving and like that connection, like, oh, oh. Is it better?
Yes.
Okay. I might be repeating some stuff as you do that because I'm doing this all improv. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. No, keep going.
After countless years of living like this, I just stopped caring. I just collected things. Every day felt like a chore. I collected anime memorabilia. And on one fateful day, I found a garage sale that had this wand. She holds up the wand. It looked like it came from an old show. Something that would fetch for a pretty penny. Or maybe just knowing that I had something special that no one else had would make me feel a little bit superior. But it turns out it knew how much I loved other people. It knew how badly I wanted to be different, how badly I wanted to change. And if I could just change my exterior, maybe my interior would follow. Who knows? I can't observe myself the same way another person can. So all I'm left with is becoming Stella Mariposa. She wields the wand. I don't know why it is that I feel nothing towards death. Why I'm not squeamish towards doing horrible, horrible acts. Maybe I just stopped seeing people as humans after all, and viewed them as commodities. Even now, I still struggle to see you. See you both. But I still do. You've taught me lots of things. And because you both were some of my first friends. I really developed some faith in myself. And yeah, that's my story. Nothing too impressive. I never did anything too impressive outside of this. Now I got into the same mess as all of you, and then everything else that comes after is, well, our history. Now, she points her wand at Ranger and Moore.
More?
Blink, blink.
Blonk, blonk.
Utila, it doesn't have to be anything impressive. And struggling to see people. It's Ringer was like looking at Utila, but when she says struggling to see people, Ringer's eyes slowly shift downwards. It's what happens when you've seen too much. When people keep taking and asking from you, you don't have much left to give, and it just becomes part of your background. Once you'll be able to see people when there are no more targets upon you and no more threats. When you finally feel that those around you are in fact people. And once that feeling returns to you, once you finally see that someone that reminds you of a person, then it will happen. It is not a weakness. However, it is not a strength. It is who you are. Do you understand?
Yeah. Do you see the same?
Ranger doesn't have to. But Ranger readjusts how they're sitting. A little. And clasps both of their hands on their lap. The way they were sitting before was simple. They were sitting down with their legs folded and their arms folded. But now they're sitting down with their legs straight and their hands clasped on their lap. I was. Ranger then reaches over to Moore and slowly drags them onto Ranger slowly places Moore on their lap. I was. Ranger, reaches their arms forward in front of Moore, and then hugs Moore while Moore is sitting on Ranger's lap.
Aw.
It's cold to the touch, but
Yeah.
the
Happy
bit of
way.
emotion that lingers, yeah, the emotion that
Yeah.
lingers perhaps gives you warmth.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hug.
Hug.
Like, kind of like latches onto Ranger's arms, like, like from the bottom, kind of like how you would like a roller coaster at a bar, you know, just kind of.
Ranger then, after about a solid 5 seconds of a tight squeeze, Ranger then lets go, and then moves more back to beside them, back to the spot they were originally sitting, and then Ranger sits crisscross, and back.
They're like
back
really
to the grass
confused,
north.
but like don't say anything. Like,
Moore's like, nah. Ranger more crawls back onto Ranger's lap, and Ranger's like, my movement.
probably fucking like lays across it like a cat. Like, what? You're soft.
Ranger pets Moore's head as they now return to the
She's
Moore.
very persuasive.
It is you cannot argue with her. It is often correct.
Ah.
Ranger pets Moore's head.
Happy. Like, happy.
What about you, Moore?
Hmm?
Your past, your life, before you met me, before I met you.
Ah. Like, her brows furrow as she, like, tries to think. It's always been the woods. Always. I've always watched people. I don't know if they knew I was watching them or not, but I did. And I learned. I don't know anyone else like me. So, hearing people grow up with people like them is strange. Make things feel lonely. Where did I find you? Things don't so lonely anymore. I don't have a lot to say, but it's kind of all I remember. I don't know where I came from. I don't know if I had parents like Hidora. All I knew was the forest, and the creatures, and the people. As few as they were. Until I started venturing out. And then it's you guys. I do wish I knew more, huh? It just doesn't seem possible.
More just emerged from the world. Just
Ranger, like, how was Moore's expression?
Like, it's, like, at times it's wistful, like, almost sad, or, like, conflicted, more like, it's like, they don't really know whether or not their background is considered normal, or really how to relate to other people because of it. Because there's no baseline for her. Like, she hasn't really met people that were like her, and when she has, it's always been like brief. Example being like that kind of seasonal thing that was that homeless guy. Like that was an instance. And then there was the tarot card girl. But that was also brief. And then like when it came to witches, apparently Utila's mom's a fucking witch. But that's the only instances in which she's encountered, and those were relatively recent and just not really long experiences. They were very brief encounters. So it's just like she's very confused, but you guys ground her.
Oh, no. I didn't screenshot that one.
Ranger is like looking down at Moore, and she gives a smile. But like not like a calm, like reassuring smile, but like a kind of smile.
Huh?
It would explain your innocence.
Not so much anymore.
Then let us focus on what you do know.
Mm.
What's your favorite dish that I've cooked for you so far? Out of all the plethora of dishes that you've tried and tested.
Oh. Garlic bread.
What?
Garlic bread.
What about the colors?
Hmm.
Do you remember all the names?
Of colors?
Yes. And which one's your favorite?
Hmm. I know the names. I didn't have a favorite till I met you. Then it became yellow. Because that was the color of your hair. And for a while it was mine. But yours is always yellow.
No, I cannot understand.
And I like that. It's constant. And changing.
Of course you're changing. You're growing. You get
No,
to have
no,
the
no.
ability of change.
No, like, I don't know if I was loud enough.
Oh.
She was talking about Ranger's hair, like, how she likes the color, and why that's her favorite color. It's constant. It's unchanging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's something, like, stable. And just, like, it's... I forgot.
Mm. I was gonna say Uchula's hair never changes, but she has a new face every moment she leaves the house. But you're kind of like, with a kind of like coy smile, looks up at Utila when she says that.
Face.
I guess I am the only example of unchanging. Although I did spot a handsome white hair for a while.
Oh, wait, look, you want to play
Oh.
wrestling?
Utila stops. Damn it, you could have stayed that way. You were such a hottie.
I couldn't. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to be this way.
That's fine.
Wait, hold on.
I don't even know why I find such comfort in in romance, but like,
Perhaps it's the shows that you've watched.
yeah, maybe there's something else deeper and more psychologically damning.
It does normalize romance, and yes, that does mean I have watched some. I have been looking over your shoulder and watching with you in secret.
Eyebrow.
Really? What?
Yes.
Which one? Oh, which one, Ranger? Anyways.
It normalizes romance, and if you've spent... Oh! No! No! Oh, there you are. It
My thing.
normalizes romance, and thus you feel comfortable with being a romantic.
Yeah. Like, all my problems will be solved once I find a hot hunk. And I mean... She scratches the side of her mask, like, there's quite a few handsome men out there, like...
Perhaps one will simply stumble upon us. You never know.
Very unlikely. Very, very unlikely.
The
Hunk?
fortune tellers told you that you had a chance, so perhaps you do. Have some hope for yourself.
Yeah. Utila was, like, sitting off by a tree this entire time, but now she comes over. She sits on the opposite side of Ranger. Like,
Mhm.
Moore was, like, on the one side, now Utila's on the other side. You're saying
And now
which
Moore is like on Ranger's lap, and Ranger's just patting her little head, playing with her hair. Not really doing much, just like picking stuff out of it.
Bro, there's like a whole ass man in there.
Oh my goodness! How long have you been in there? Oh.
No!
It's been a millennia.
This is an Narnia.
My word. My word!
She leans on Ranger's shoulder. Are we all friends?
I'm pretty sure we are.
I want to hear it.
After I give this a
Ranger looks down at Moore. Oh, you mean it? No! No!
Leggy as fuck. No! Like, Utila's biggest problem is, like, she's fucking starved, touch-starved. Hold on a sec, I'll be back in a sec.
Get Mrs. Lonely. I have nobody. It's on my own. Oh, you're here. Yeah. Got my friends. I'm not on my own.
Oh.
yeah.
Utila, was basically telling you guys, tell me you guys are my friends, please. I want to hear it.
Like, we're just like, of course we're your friends. Like, what? I thought you said this before. Like, are you okay?
You see, you see that it's just the corners of her mouth that are twitching, that are thin. Her lips are thinned, and her chin is shaking a little.
Oh.
Ranger lifts their arm. Their other arm. So one of their hands was both. At first, originally, both of their hands were inside Moore's hair. Ranger
Yeah.
carefully, not to pull Moore's hair, lifts up Moore's hair, and places on Utila's lap.
Oh,
And then Ranger just grabs Utila and just pulls him closer.
Please. Please don't leave me. Either of you. I don't want to be
I
alone.
don't plan on it. You're my friend. I wouldn't want to leave.
Thank you. Thank you.
Squeeze.
So needy.
Hmm.
Wait.
Are we still in the graveyard?
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yep.
They're
Getting
all
romantic in the
forget.
graveyard.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And you weren't gonna tell me? Really?
You-
Don? You weren't gonna tell me?
That we were getting romantical in the
No,
graveyard.
that's not what I'm talking about.
R.
Anyways,
Mhm.
the night goes on, and it is now 1:40 in the morning.
Hey.
As you guys are, wait, hold up. Are you guys going to finish up, or are you guys just gonna keep talking?
Stairs. If
I'm
Ringer can
done.
get away with it, she's not gonna talk about it.
So she was purposely doing that?
She's purposely just sitting there quietly so that she can get away with it.
Utila looks up at Ranger. I haven't heard you say it yet.
Huh?
No, not the I love you part, but her backstory.
Oh. Well, don't mind if I do.
If
Ranger.
Ringer can get away with it, she's not gonna talk about it.
Ranger. How come both of us talked our hearts out?
Eh?
Her eyes slowly look up at Ringer.
Eyes also look up at Ringer. Oh.
Ringer, kind of like looks down at the both of you. Ah. Well, I assumed it was part of the deal that we'd all told.
You thought you could get away with this.
What?
I hoped it was. That was part of my plan. For I
I'm
do
af-
not. Sorry?
I'm afraid you can't leave. You notice that Utila is grabbing onto your arm. And more is on you. There is no escaping.
I quite the predicament that I am in. The cutest hostage situation.
Hostage? Who are we hostaging?
Oh, me, I am the hostage. I am being held
You're
here
the
against my will. Metaphorically speaking, as not an ill will.
It was
Okay.
it was a funny joke. Go on.
Well, where do I even begin? I will say this for the most part. Unlike Moore, who did not come from a past. I know that I have. I do not remember all of it. Only the last year of my life is all that I remember. As you know, this model, this body, looks nothing as I do. The model that I've left at the house was more of what I used to look like when I had a human body. I remember my name. I remember nothing else other than my life as a movie that I will occasionally look back and watch upon. I know there was more of my life. I do not know what it is, but I used to be an artificer named Theseus Ranger Plateau.
Oh.
I know that I used to be quite famous back in my day, and that my skills were sought out by many. However, I was a man who would beat to the drum that I would play, and nobody else could understand the rhythm. They would only hear the final music, but never the work. And I despised that.
Oh.
I despised people not understanding me. And thus, of course, I was a man who was very, very alone. Of my own volition. Every time someone would walk into my workshop and not beat the drum that I played, I would fire them immediately. I'd kick them out, and I would ostracize them. The king of the nation that I used to live in would allow me to stay as long as every once in a while I would give him some work that he could take to a factory and be used for his own purposes. And he would send me many a folk to make sure that I was always on time. And every single time, whenever that person left my workshop, they were never the same. I was infamous for it, deemed a mad scientist, a madman. Until then, I had a spark. I finally decided to work on my own unique project. Around the 5th month of that year that I remember that I began this project, I'd make myself my own personal assistant. Nothing that the king could send me. Someone who could understand me. And this drum that I'd play for my life, it would not be a drum, it would not be a song that only I could understand. And I continued. And I continued. I began to fall behind on my work, obviously. And the rest of that is quite a blur. As when I would... The rest of that is quite a blur. I remember long hours of my work. Just staying up. Restless, no sleep. This idea. I was such a genius that the entire model that I was building was all in my head. I did not write a single thing down, as my geniusness and my paranoia prevented me from doing so, afraid that one of the many men that the king would bring would try to take my work and take it to the king once again. And then I woke up, as if it was a long, groggy nap. But I was no longer in my workshop. I was no longer inside, the smell of metal gone, my sense of touch, no achy hands. All I saw. There's a long pause as Ranger looks down at Moore.
Oh.
And that's my story. Ranger is still looking down at Moore.
Like, more smiles. Ah, so that's why you introduced yourself as, like, their brain lags for, like, a fat minute.
You were unable to pronounce my name, Theseus. So I went with the next part of my name.
And
Now you all know me by
the
my middle name.
name. I find it funny how people can have multiple names. Vanilla has 2, you have 3. We just had 2, I think. Maybe.
Cletus has multiple titles that he
I'm
deems
Cletus.
upon
Yeah.
himself.
God of the universe, God of darkness, murderer of mankind,
Gifter of mankind.
the god of lightning.
Yeah, really funny.
But
Hold on,
I am
something's
unable
burning.
to.
Be back.
Okay.
Oh no!
Should we pause? Is it good to come back?
Perhaps. I'll
Oh,
pause.
it's about to be. Even after I leave? Go for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly. Yeah. So
Go for it.
as you guys finish with the heart to heart, you guys feel that there is like another presence among you.
Among Us!
Oh my god.
Obviously you don't see anyone. Neither of you see anyone, but they're just, it just feels like there's a fourth person there. However, Utila begins to feel a,
Oh, Squid's not here.
I know.
Okay.
I'll just message her. Actually, I could leave the message. Utila begins to feel a quick heartbeat from her wand.
Oh.
And from her wand, she emits a ray. Well, she doesn't emit it. A wand, the wand itself emits a ray. Pointing to the upper level of the graveyard.
Oh.
And shadows begin to loom, and you guys see shadowy hands begin to try to grasp each other, as if trying to form an enormous being.
Ranger, what the fuck?
And you see a face form at the very top of all these shadowy hands.
Ah!
What the?
What the fuck?
That was a very nice story. However, it becomes very boring very fast. How many heart-to-hearts must you have?
Mm. Just the
Yeah.
one.
Sheesh. You know, after that last one, I thought I wouldn't hear another one ever again, but here we are.
Do you have a story that you'd like to tell?
Ha! Well, it's a little hard when all of you are just stagnating like this. You all now know each other. Why not keep going?
Isn't that what we were going to do anyway?
You just got back? Yeah, I think this giant guy's trying to kick us out. And I was like, we were. Guess it's time to leave? Rager doesn't know what this guy wants.
This is Geo, does it sound like a dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Her cheeks
Oh
flush.
no.
No. And if I don't want to leave,
You tell, please.
Then I'll just simply take your precious weapon away and give it to someone else.
Ah, damn
Like I
it!
did for Cletus.
Wait a second. You. She looks back at the wand. You're the one who. Ah.
It did come from your funny
Yes.
one.
I'm trying to see a story play out.
Well, I won't disappoint.
No, you've
Did
had.
you do?
Ah, I have.
No, you
Quite a
haven't.
few times, actually.
Am I? Am I at least the fan favorite?
It's ongoing.
You know, I really
Yeah.
don't think that. Yes.
I think we're the dancing monkeys.
Yeah, we are. That's
You know, something just tells me I should just bring Avila back so she could at least push you to where you need to be.
Like looks at me to the like, huh?
that blue whore.
God damn, you didn't know her name. Fuck.
She made the connection right off the bat. The moment you said
Like,
the one who pushed you, like she's like, I know she's got the wand. That's probably her name. Who else has a wand? Ah,
Guess that explains why she was always on her ass.
mm-hmm. And so, what exactly story are you wanting? I
It all
mean, this is my.
depends which one you're trying to tell,
Hmm.
or what motivates you.
Well, we discussed wanting answers to be something.
Yes, now go do something about it.
Okay, okay.
Damn. Like, casually climbs Ranger, pads rapidly.
You know, this is the first time I ever saw or know of you.
And this is the first time I've ever had to push a story up a hill. Usually I just give it a small nudge and it keeps going. But I have to keep pushing with this one.
Oh. Nika.
Yeah, let's
Please.
let's go.
Yes, finally.
Please.
You know, I don't want to have to come back here and fucking keep pushing this.
I wouldn't mind.
If you don't know,
I'm sorry.
you know why.
I'm
Onwards,
starting to
Ranger.
think I might have to get someone else. Stop doing
No.
that.
No.
Takes out broom from her hair, like starts like nudging you to come on, come on, come on.
She scuttles.
Like
Scuttle. As they move out together, a story starts to unfold in her mind, and she imagines something. Do you want me to send that to you in text, Mr. Geo?
You can narrate it real quick here if you want.
Okay.
oh,
Seeing as the one who bestowed upon the one who bestowed the weapon upon her emerged, wanting the story to go forward. She wonders just how someone was able to amass that kind of power, to become something like that. And then it hits her. She wants to tell a story. She's never been a character. She's never been a good character, for that matter. But she wants to be more than just a character. She wants to push people in the right direction. She wants to be a force in a story that makes change.
oh boy.
She wants to become a storyteller, just like him. Hee hee.
Uh-oh.
And as you guys leave the graveyard, that is where we are going to call it.